The answer no one knows. Legally, there is no document that will prove that you are the citizen of India. You might say my voter ID card. You might say my passport. And no, the courts, the state says that they are merely the identity proofs, not the citizenship proof. My question is, nationality is part of the identity. Then why are you separating the identity and the nationality? And then some might say, well, you can make Aadhaar card even though you are not the citizen of India. Fine. But can you make voter ID card if you are not the citizenship of, if you do not have the citizenship of India? Of course not. Only the citizens of India can give votes. So that means you are a citizen of India. But no, you are not the citizen of India. Isn't it paradoxical? And then they will give an argument that these documents can be forged. But isn't that state's responsibility to verify the authenticity of these documents? Why are they blaming the shift on us? Like, it's the state that needs to prove whether the document is forged or not. It was usually believed that passport was the standalone document that proved your citizenship. No. It is only a travel document as per Ministry of External Affairs, not a citizenship document. Even the court says that it is not a document to prove Indian citizenship. So the biggest question here is, what is the document that proves you are an Indian citizen? The answer to that question is none. There is no single document that will prove you are an Indian citizen. So what should we do then? The answer is complicated, as everything in India is complicated. Our entire bureaucracy and constitution and everything is super complicated. So let's begin. Our citizenship is explained by Article 5 to 11 in Constitution. The gist is that if you are born between 1950 to 1984, maybe I'm wrong, but this is the approximate date, then by law you are the Indian citizen. But how are you going to prove that you were born during this period? You will have to provide documents somehow that will prove that you were born during this period. Maybe birth certificates, your grandfather's birth certificate, your father's birth certificate, anything will work. If you purchased a land there, any domicile certificate that your local authority issued during this period. And if you were someone who didn't live in India during this period, but your father, grandfather was born during this period, then voila, you are an Indian citizen. And there is an exception here, by the way. If you're a foreign national, then there is one comprehensive document issued by Ministry of Home Affairs that will prove that you are an Indian citizen. But that's not what concerns us, so let's ignore it. And after that period, well, then that gets complicated. You need to have your father's birth certificate, your grandfather's birth certificate, your birth certificate, and your anything else like your domicile certificate. I don't even know what does that mean, but whatever. Yeah, maybe your 10th mark sheet, 12th mark sheet, or any other supporting document. So you need a set of documents, and you need to just somehow combine these documents to prove that you are an Indian citizen. You need a comprehensive list. And there is the issue, like a lot of people don't have these many things because our bureaucracy sucks. And then they ask us to prove our Indian citizenship. It is the same problem, like to prove that you are alive. Yeah, there have been cases that you were considered dead, and legally you were not alive. So you have to prove legally that you were alive. This is stupid and backwards logic. And the lawyers and the bureaucracy will defend it like their lives depend on it, and it does depend on it. Okay. So what do I have to say? I'll just say this, that our bureaucracy, the state, and the courts have backwards logic, and they are stupid. We do not have a comprehensive framework or a single document to prove our Indian citizenship. We do not maintain a registry, a comprehensive registry of all the citizens. With all the data combined in one, we have fragmented registries like here, there. This is unbelievable. We do not have one set of data that we can refer to inquire whether you are an Indian citizen or not. So essentially any foreigner can come here, can do whatever an Indian citizen would be able to do, like vote, purchase land, tax, get jobs, everything that an Indian citizen could do, even cast a vote. Because, well, where's the proof that you are an Indian citizen? You just need an election identity card. That can be made. All you need to do is forge it. I don't know, we are all Pakistanis and Bangladeshis. Even the passport is not one. And some will say, oh, passport isn't the proof of Indian citizenship in many other countries like Japan, Germany. But the problem with that is that they maintain a sort of a diary, a family registry, a comprehensive one. India doesn't have anything like that. We had an initiative like that, like NCR, that happened in Assam, but other than that, it happened nowhere. And the basis of SIR that Election Commission is doing is nothing. Like, how we are going to verify it? Who is eligible to cast vote? You do not have a framework to verify any citizenship. Essentially, what we need to do is rewrite the entire Citizenship Act of 1955 and look at Article 511 and amend it accordingly. One other point is that India also doesn't allow dual citizenship, which is absurd. It means that suppose you become the citizen of another country, then you will have to submit your passport to India. But passport isn't a document that proves your citizenship. It's just a travel document. So what's the problem? Oh my God, this is... What do I even say? I think even the Prime Minister is not from here. They are Pakistanis, apparently. Just don't cancel me or, do something with me. I take my words back. This is just satire.